Hello everybody and welcome to Dollhouse Build episode 10. Now I can't believe we're on episode 10 already and nothing's even been glued together yet. So apologies if you were looking for a video that would be kind of done, the basement would be complete by at least episode 5. But I did say I wanted this to go into a granular level of detail in terms of a full house build, just for people who are interested to watch. I love watching house builds in detail, and then for beginners and people who are maybe attempting a first house to maybe take some hints and tips from. So just to let you know where we are, these, as you probably recognise from the previous video when we dry built the second part of the basement, the front part. You've got these areas where the path goes up and the stairs to the main house, and then these areas are the two sides which will be brick walls. Now I've painted them in grey. These parts here where the panel will go into here are going to be on the inside of the tunnel, so I'm not exactly sure what colour I'm going to finish them yet. So I've sort of left them, but these two will need the camouflage on. And as you can see, I've already done the camouflage on this side here. So these are already done and we need to carry on with the brickwork. Now I've got probably, I think out of the brickwork I have here left probably 3/4 of a bag, I would say. So with the sides, one is completely done and this is now the second one, which is completely done all the way up to there. And then guess what? Yes, we ran out of bricks. So I had to order some more bricks from Stacey's Miniature Masonry again. And I will just show you what they sent to me. So I have the 2 lots of brick slips, 1,000 again. I ordered 2 lots of those. I've ordered 2 lots of corners. There's 100 each in those. And then they sent me something else and a little letter to go with it. And the letter reads, "Hi Emma, thank you for your order. We've been watching your videos on YouTube and you are doing a fantastic job. Can't wait to see the progress. I've included a free bag of sandstone modelling dust for your coins for you to try. The dust makes the wooden coins look like they've been made from stone. You mix the dust with PVA and paint it on and then you can leave it rough or you can sand it smooth. Please let me know if you have any questions or queries." And I thought that is such a lovely touch. So obviously they've seen the videos and they've sent me this little bag of modelling dust, sandstone modelling dust to try. Which I think is amazing because, to be honest, I've thought about how I can make a stone effect for some of the building. I didn't even think about the coins though, to be honest. So I'll definitely be using it on there. And then there are some other parts of the building that I would like to have kind of the sandstone effect as well. And I didn't even know you could get this sandstone effect. So that has come at a brilliant time. So I'm really happy. So Stacey's, thank you very, very much for that. I will certainly be using it on the build. So the plan today is to obviously finish this part here and then we are going to be working on these bits. So I want to brick across and I've had an idea about curving the bricks up here. So they come across like that all the way down. Now I've seen archways and it looks really good on there. I don't know if I can pull it off. So we'll have a go. We'll see if we can get this bit just as normal, and then when it gets up to this curved bit, we'll start filming again and work out how we're going to do that bit. These edges, I've decided, obviously this bit is the inside of the tunnel, so this bit will be facing the house, so you'll sort of see it like that from the side. So you won't really see this little bit here. However, I do want to include that, so I am going to put the bricks around the corner there. This bit here is obviously, I did mark off some little areas because this slots into some grooves. So I will remark those areas off. It's basically 5 mils and 5 mils there, and we'll not be bricking obviously past that. So that will slot in the brickwork, in the slots neatly. Okay, so this piece we've got the marks lined up every centimetre again so we can put the masking tape across. And we've got the little edging pieces at 5mm which will go in the slots, so the brickwork needs to go up to that area. This is the bit where the corners are going to go around, so I have to start from this side. And we're all set, so we'll get doing some more brickwork. Actually, I was going to just glue that on and I just realised it's a corner, so I need to start here with the corner one. So yeah, let me get one of the corner ones. Hi guys, so we need to have a chat about wallpaper for this house. Now, if you've ever wallpapered a house, you know, there are sort of several options out there for you. We generally don't use normal full-size wallpaper, if you like, because the pattern's not right. The pattern tends to be way too big to use in a doll's house, and the scale just looks so off that it's almost impossible to use. However, from time to time, you will find a pattern, and although I'm not using it in this house, this is actually a roll of Fablon, and it's basically like plastic with a sticky back that you can cut off if you're not sure what Fablon is. And look at that pattern in there. Now, I've actually used this on another project, and if I put the ruler next to it, you can see how tiny those flowers are. So that actually works perfect as a kind of dollhouse wallpaper. So if you can get something with a really small pattern in, that is suitable to use. Otherwise, you're limited by the options that are available for doll's house wallpaper. Now, a couple of things with that. Firstly, you have to check the size of them. They're not always the same size. And secondly, you will find that you're quite limited by the patterns and designs. And I wanted something quite unusual, so I wanted to print my own. Now, here's where the problem lies and where it started. So if you search Google Images for a nice design that you like, there's a number of reasons why it's very difficult to use that image. So the first is in terms of how the image works. A lot of people obviously copyright their images, which is quite fair. They don't want you using their images without, you know, just free of charge. So they'll watermark it, they'll make the pattern so that it won't line up nice when you try and make it sort of a seamless bigger pattern. They'll take pictures of it with, you know, if it's wallpaper with in situ, so it's got sofas and things in the way, and various other things. So it's very difficult, I find, to use an image like that. So I started searching around, and Etsy I have found is an amazing place for a lot of different things, and especially miniatures, one-of-a-kind items and things like that. There's a lot of great artists on there. And a lot of people make wallpaper for dolls' houses. So I started searching through that. And again, didn't find exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for something that's a blue and white or blue and cream image that I could use in the cloakroom at the back of the basement, and just couldn't find what I was looking for. And then I came across this, and it's actually, you can buy, if you type in digital paper on Etsy, you can buy some amazing paper. And I paid 90 whole pence for this image, and I'm absolutely thrilled with it. So it's basically got hares and pheasants on with a floral background image. I love the colour blue, the type of blue on there. It's very, very Victorian style, which is perfect for the type of house. So I saw this and I had to have it. So I printed out, I got the files for 90 pence. I got digital files, and I do have a printer at home. So this is obviously an A4 size of printer, and I printed it landscape, and I printed one also on portrait as well. And I printed those out, and I rushed downstairs to line it up with the wall, and here lies the problem. So this, although it's going to be upside down to you, is the back part of the basement. Now this part here will be the cloakroom. Yeah, it is way too small, an A4 size of paper. I didn't even think that, to be honest, about the house. I just thought I'd be able to print my own and that's it. So hence a long thought about how I can possibly print out several pieces, get them lined up perfectly, maybe put you know, a dado rail across so you can't see one of the seams, and just have it there where the door's going to open so you won't be able to see very much. Or try doing it landscape portrait and have two of them, so you've just got one line in the middle. However, the line here and the line there do not add up when it's printed out. So to get it exactly, I would have to try and draw and cut a perfect a perfect seamless integration, and I just didn't think that I'd be able to do that very well without making a mess. And obviously if it doesn't look right, it's going to annoy me. So I had another idea, because I still want to use this, to maybe print it on A3. So I went back to the seller on Etsy and I said, can you possibly print me this in A3 and I'll obviously pay for it, or do you have an A3 sizing of it that I could use? And unfortunately the answer for both was no. This is the print, that's it. So I have found a way, because I don't have an A3 printer, how I've managed to seamlessly put these pieces together and print it out. Now it has cost, but it's not cost any more than you'd pay sort of £2-3 for a sheet of normal doll's house wallpaper for an A3 size. And they have arrived, so I will show you that. Okay, and here it is. I can just get it out there without making a mess. So I have managed to get, and this is on really, really nice paper as well, a piece which is going to fit perfectly. Now it's ever so slightly short at the top and the bottom, but it's by millimetres, less than probably 5 millimetres either side. And obviously I'll be having skirting on and coving anyway, so it'll cover that up perfectly. So I got 3 sheets because I'm going to be having one here. I'll need one obviously on the other side of the cloakroom area where the door will be coming in here. And then the third part I'm going to be using on those sides. So there's a window there that will need cutting out. And then there's a little part of wall here. And I just need to make the partition. So yeah, really, really happy with that. And I was going to do the tutorial on here, but I think this video is probably going to be too long. So what I'll do is I'll do a separate tutorial of exactly how I've managed to do this. Yeah, we'll get that put up as probably a separate playlist, to be honest, like a tutorial playlist that I'll start to do. But yeah, so yeah, we've got that wallpaper. That's what I was waiting on. So the only thing I need to sort out now is a piece of MDF to go here as the division between the back of the cloakroom and the front part of the basement. And once I've done that, I can start papering these parts and I can start getting that back part assembled. And I'm quite keen to get it assembled now because I mentioned before about the bricks starting to chip. I've had to be very careful how I store those, and also some of the paintwork on here, because it's just laid down, it's just getting knocked against and things. So yeah, I'm keen to get this part assembled now. So thank you very much for tuning into this video. In the next video, we will get painting the doors for the house.